All right. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for this ride in Toronto, Canada. We're in, I got a truck behind me, hold on. He keeps braking and I'm braking. All right, good. Local delivery guy, let's get rid of him so we can be nice and flat on the road. All right, we're in November. Well, actually December 2nd, 2021 in the city. Took the bike out. A windy day in the city. We're in the Kensington market area of Toronto. Checking things out. It's been pretty rainy and cold, and I've been doing a lot of bike riding late at night, which is not great for filming, so we're out today. I checked out a book called The Great Escape. There was a movie back in the 70s, I want to say, 1970s, where it was a famous movie, The Great Escape. Who played in it? Steve McQueen. The great Steve McQueen played in it. I was actually checking out the book. It's a book and a movie. Everything is a book and a movie. And I was like thinking about it. This is like a really far-fetched. It's before the fake news was totally in control of the society. These, check this out. Have I been up this alleyway before? That looks pretty good. Good lighting. Let's catch some of this. This is before. I want to go on Chinatown again. Tight turn. Ooh. Yeah, this book is crazy stories about British and American airmen escaping the German prisoner war camps. And these stories are, when you watch a movie, you always have to have some sort of a disbelief in you. You have to believe in some of the craziness, to make any movie make sense. You need to kind of fall for the Hollywood illusion, right? But this book, when you read, it's crazy how, they were getting, they were making IDs and passports, and they would grab hold of a camera. This is all while being held as a prisoner of camp in Germany in World War II. Now, either the Germans were like super cool and relaxed bunch of people when it came to imprisoning people, or this book is kind of like out of control, gone beyond the propaganda. I guess everything is a propaganda, books and movies, every country makes their own propaganda, but some of these stories I was reading where they would get hold of a camera, they would make fake passports, they would make fake IDs, and that takes, you need to, and they're making tunnels, not just one, but multiple tunnels across the prisoner war camp. Tunnels I could believe, you can make a 50, 60 meter tunnel, maybe. Look at this, we're right behind this sun. Better not back up. If it backs up, we're dead. Stay safe. Past this point, I can't see you. He can't see me. He's got a sticker on there. Yeah, I could imagine making a little tunnel, but they would bribe the prisoners to get cookies, and oh my God, it was crazy. Making beer, wine, it was just out of control. The thing that got me was that they got a German guard to bring him a camera. That's just not going to happen. Just doesn't jive, because no soldier is going to risk his career and his, even get executed for a couple of cookies to give you a camera so you can escape. Unbelievable. There is a crazy program. Great movie though. The movie, it was fun. I remember watching that. Actually, it's one of my favorite movies because Steve McQueen plays in it, and Steve McQueen made everything look good. Steve McQueen and a motorcycle. In the movie, he steals a motorcycle and runs away from the Germans, which is super, super crazy, unbelievable, right? Because in order for that movie to happen, that story to happen, the German prisons have to be absolutely the best place to be, easiest place. I mean, you can't even, you know. Anyway, that was very interesting. There's also stories where the German prisoners of war in England, they steal a plane, they run away and they steal a plane and they try to get away and they run out of gas and they land. So there's stories of both sides of the war where are kind of a little bit too far-fetched. But since the winner of the war makes all the stories, great. We're stuck in the middle of the street. You can see that whoever is making the videos is making, I'm watching this truck, whoever is making the stories and wins the war makes the bigger story, makes the bigger craziness, the story. I recommend checking out this movie if you haven't seen it. If you're a younger audience members, you probably haven't seen it. Let's pass this. We're back on the streets again with streetcars. It's not squeezed by here just to be on the safer side of life. Now we got a dump truck behind us. All right, so yeah, it's a great movie though. Actually, Steve McQueen plays in it. Bunch of famous American movie stars play in it also. It's an amazing movie. It makes sense, works because of the actors. And it's a great movie, but the storyline itself, once you break it down and read the book. When I read the book, I was just like, what? And I think Hollywood was smart in making this propaganda movie in a way that was more entertaining than you think about the actual facts, right? They were smart. The book just basically gives you the facts of what they did and how it went along. And it's super windy. And it makes it feel so, once you read it like 40 years after the fact, 50 years after they wrote the book and the account, it makes it super silly. But the movie was done in a way that was more entertainment, so you didn't realize all the craziness of the story. The part as a photographer, of course, that's what I remember the most. The prisoners, British war prisoners, getting cameras and faking IDs and actually fooling the Germans to get away. And then most of the people got caught. They were executed and that sort of stuff, which I don't even believe that, because I think once you, in a war-torn country, once you escape, you pretty much, anybody can catch you, because you just look different, right? Everybody's you can't hide. And if they're gonna catch you, are they gonna execute you? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if they would. A lot of these war stories are completely, I would say, BS. I would say only 10% of history is kind of correct. The 80 to 90% is completely made up propaganda that people start believing. Once you say something, you embellish it, and after a few times, you know. And also, when you make war, any kind of war, at the end of the war, when everything's done and it's wasted money, you killed so many people and wasted so much money, you want to have some good stories. Without the good stories, what's the point, right? You need some reason. These people were super bad. Our people were super brave. You always need to make, the story has to be there. If the story isn't there, then people are not gonna, your own people are gonna be pissed off. Like, what did we do this for? Almost every nation has a war. They have these glorious stories. And I was reading some Japanese propaganda, which was kind of even more crazier than the British propaganda. It was almost comical. Like if you didn't think it was a war going on, you think it was a comedy show. Every country has to make a reason why there was a war and make it sellable to their generations. Otherwise, people are going to look back and go, what is that dumb shit we did? Whoa. So they have to make it sellable to future generations. This is Queen Street, Dundas. All right. That guy's we're chasing streetcars in the city. All right. We're back on a city. How tight is this corner? All right. Let's see if we can pass him. Oh, red light, thank God. This is picking up speed. Yeah, I'll check on books. Some of the books I've been reading. I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I'm editing or writing or walking. Oh. And this was one of the things that I read for Escape. I'm actually in the middle of another book about a shipwreck off the coast of Australia back in 1600. So that's an interesting book also. These audiobooks really make you, reading books are take a lot of time because you have to pay attention, you have to sit down, we can put an audiobook, go for a walk, and you've done about 2 hours. Sometimes on a bike you can listen to an audiobook if you're not filming. This is going to be a long light. Oh man, I tell you, it's kind of windy and not that cold, thank God, but we're gonna go to Dundas Square, check that place out. I want to get into traffic, but I don't want to be past this guy. There's some construction going on here. What's going on here? We're on Dundas Street. They're digging this place up good. Dig him up, cowboy, dig him up. This guy's got Italian flag on his car. Must be a World Soccer. Italians only come out when there's a soccer game. They drag out their flags, and whenever there's a soccer game going on, you see Italians with their flag. Other times, they just like, screw it. We don't give a shit. Get it out of here. Isn't it true? If you're Italian, I don't know. At least they pull out the flag. So this is, what are we? Oh, this is a bus depot, huh? Is that a bus depot? Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can do a U-turn here and go through this bus depot. Check it out. All right, can we go? Yes. Squeeze through sidewalk Mission. This used to be a big ass Toronto bus depot. Anywhere you wanted to go in Canada on a bus, this is where you came. I came here a few times on a, oh, there's one bus here. It's an old bus depot. It's been closed. Ooh, look at that bird. Tons of birds here. Whew. This guy's got a lot of birds. Toronto Coach Terminal. That's what it is. Remember back in the day. Let's go through here. Back in the day, I used to come and get a bus here and go camping. Take the bus up north. But I haven't done that in years and years and years. I think they moved it somewhere else, but anyway, quick look-see in Toronto. Okay. Space Street. The lights, how's the light? Good? I don't know. It's different, isn't it? It is different. I want to go straight. This it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd say 1 o'clock actually, and the lights already, sun's already close to setting down. It's what I like winter. I mean summer. Summer you get this long days. You know, I was to ride at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and now it's already. Whoa! These birds are. I don't know what they're doing here. They're making ruckus on the street, people. We love ruckus on the street. Sometimes, not when you're sleeping. I think there used to be a big bookstore, world's biggest bookstore here. Now it's it says if you can't wear a face mask, you got to tell them, and they'll accommodate you. I don't know how they do that. They'll bring the books out for you, or I don't know what they do. I went to charge my phone, get my phone straightened out at the phone place. You know, when you have to go in. I think I had to put a new credit card number because my card expired and I had a new card. And it was funny when I walked in. The guy wasn't wearing a mask. You know, I don't care. I don't care if you wear a mask. If you don't, I'm okay either way. I don't. I were at Young and Dundas. I asked the guy. I said, "Hey, you know." Dundas square to my left. I said to him, "Hey, how come you're not wearing a mask? Is this like you're anti-mask? Because you know it's a corporate store. He's not wearing a mask." I was like, "He's like, oh, so I forgot. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry." I was like, "I'm cool. I'm cool. You don't have to. I'm just asking." I mean, he was a skinny guy. He was a super skinny guy. Look, I don't know if he was fit, but he definitely wasn't a. It was a new Canadian. New Canadians are mostly skinny. Then they get fat. And I said to him, you know, you're so skinny that you're not even gonna spread anything. Let's cross the street. Anyway, so that was interesting that he just forgot to wear it, you know. And a lot of times people forget to wear. And I noticed a lot of people are very adamant about it. And I don't care. I don't care what people do. I really don't. I wear my mask if I want to, and if you can wear it if you want to. And these guys are making what, a beer tent? Who knows? Yeah, probably. Now, drinking beer. I made a film last night about a ride program. That's where people the cops check on you to see how much you've been drinking, and they pull you over, test you, smell your breath, make sure you don't, you know, have alcohol on you. So I made a film of that. And that's important. You shouldn't be drinking and driving because that directly, you know, affects people, and people can't get out of the way when they know you're drunk. But here, if you don't wear a mask, if somebody doesn't want to interact with you, you have plenty of time to get out of the way if they want to. I'm cool. I wear my mask when I have to. Anyway, so we're at the Dundas Square in Toronto for this December windy day. Thanks for joining for this ride, keeping me company. We'll see you in the next film, everybody.